Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Patrick Evil Awakens. And this is a remake of a 1970s-something horror movie. And, oh boy. It's an Australian horror movie, so let's get on with it. Well, of course, the story surrounds a comatose patient named Patrick, who has been in sort of this hospital ward, whatever you want to call it, for quite some time. He has not moved. He has not made any kind of communications with anybody in the hospital. And then there's a new nurse that comes along, and her name is Kathy. And, well, she starts noticing that Patrick is being, I guess you could say, somewhat tortured or messed with or something like that by this doctor who runs the place. And, yeah. The doctor and his head nurse are pretty much really screwing things up around the hospital. Kathy starts getting close to Patrick, and, well, let's just say some little disturbing happens in the movie, and I guess that kind of sets Patrick off to believe that Kathy is supposed to be his one and only, and anybody who tries to get close to Kathy or harm Kathy in any way, he uses his psychic abilities to cause harm to people, like drive them off a cliff or have floating sharp objects jam them in the chest and the back. All kinds of weird stuff. Well, anyway, Nancy and her new boyfriend wind up defeating Patrick by blowing up this life machine he's on, which causes him to fly out of his bed and impale himself on a sharp metal fence post. And then sometime afterwards, we see Kathy going into the hospital, seeing what looks like Patrick still in his comatose state, and the mad doctor, and she's going to take care of them. It looks like she's become the head nurse because the other head nurse was, of course, killed off by the sharp floating objects in the movie. But she wakes up out of a dream with her new boyfriend, and all seems well until you see a window slam shut, which may or may not be an indication that Patrick may not have really died, which makes no freaking sense. Okay. So, why did I hate this movie? Well, my beautiful wife Sarah sent me a link to the trailer, and when we watched the trailer, we both agreed, oh, this looks like it's going to be a really excellent movie, it's going to be really something to watch. And then after the movie, we both agreed it really wasn't all that good. A lot of critics praised and really enjoyed the original movie, whereas to this one, nobody liked it that much. And I gotta say, though, the special effects in this one, not all that good. And when you realize why Patrick is so messed up, that kind of really messes you up, too. It's really strange. I mean, Patrick winds up throwing, I think it was a toaster in a bathtub that had his mom in it and her boyfriend, and yeah, there's some sort of weird, he seemed to have some sort of weird, strange obsession with his mom, and not quite like Norman Bates, but yeah, if you ever watch it, you may understand what I mean, but if you don't want to watch it, I understand. I don't blame you, honestly. But yeah, this is a remake of a 1970s movie, and after watching it and after feeling really disappointed, I went and checked out other critic reviews on it, and they all pretty much said the same thing. This movie was really not all that good. Only the trailer makes it look good. This movie was not all that good, so there you have it. The whole movie really made no sense at all, especially his psychic abilities and able to get people and use electricity, and what he did in the movie was really strange, and the whole movie's pretty much forgettable. Oh, wowzer. This movie was really, really bad, gang. Sorry. But there you have it, a review of Patrick Evil Awakens. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that really, in all honesty, made you want to take something to your head and forget you ever watched it, like I did with this one, but unfortunately the bad memories came back of this movie, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you so very, very much for watching, and until next time, for Doc Schlock, as always, stay strong and rock on. And, something tells me I shouldn't have put that big metal pan in the microwave, but I'm sure it'll be alright.